Hi everyone, this is Jacob from immersivemath.com. So in this figure we will show you a line which is on this form. So this is one way of writing a line, and it's often the most useful one because it's always possible to use this one. So what you need in order to represent a line is basically a point, which we have denoted S here for starting point, and then we also need a direction. And basically the idea is that you can reach all the points starting in S and going a little way along the direction. So here we have the variable t here, which we can change. So if we set this to 1, we will end up exactly in S plus d. And if we set this to 2, we will be twice as far along. And in this case, we have a one-dimensional case, which basically means that we can only go along the x-axis because the point S here is in one dimension. It has to be on the x-axis, and the vector d here also has to be aligned with the x-axis, which is a bit boring. But of course, you can change the sign of d here. It really doesn't affect the type of points you can reach, because even if you take a d being negative, then you could just change t here and reach the same point. So the only line you can do in one dimension is the x-axis, which is, as I said, a bit boring. It's more interesting and more intuitive also in 2 dimensions, because here you could start with any point in the space and also in any direction. And as you see here, when you change the starting point and the direction, the possible points that you can reach changes, and that means that the line is changing. So here, for instance, we have reached this point. We can reach all the points here by moving this t variable here. And the next step is in 3 dimensions. So here again we have a starting point S and a direction D, and we can reach then all the points along this line by changing the t variable. So here we see all the points that we can reach, and of course here these lines here are not part of the figure really. They are just shown here to illustrate how far above the ground plane we are, which is the xz plane, so that it will be easier for you to see what is what, because this is 3 dimensions and that can sometimes be a bit tricky. Another way is to press the rotate button, and that makes it possible to see see what happens. So basically, yes, and I also want to show you that you could move around this also in 3 dimensions. So you can make these move around. So basically, that shows the the line in this form, and I hope that you got something out of that. See you next time. Bye.